Abalone's fine. You have the ultimate gift of the sea with that collection. Now, another organic beauty. This is so limited. Unfortunately, I could talk all hour about the Italian carved cameos.
This one, they went crazy on Instagram, Sarah.
I'm
crazy,
not surprised.
we all did.
It's a little angel. If you look closely, you'll see this wonderful little seated cherub who's just, I would say, the epitome of peace and love and friendship. Look at how sweet he is. A picture of innocence. That is a hand-carved cameo from Italy. And if you know and understand the amazing techniques that have been passed down from generation to generation in Italy. They make the best cameos in the world. And then look at this beautiful surrounding framework. You're going to see almost like a star design of white zircon top and bottom. Do you see that 5-pointed star on the top and the bottom? And then so beautifully integrated, that wonderful halo of the additional white zircon wrapped all the way around. And you see a genuine hand-carved shell cameo in the center. It does come with the black rhodium plating over solid sterling silver on a 16-inch chain. Plus you have the 2-inch extender. It's brand new. I don't expect this to last more than a few moments, and we'll let Carol tell you all about it.
Okay, hand-carved,
amazing
Italian cherub cameo. Italy is the center for carving cameos. This is the first time I've ever had the honor and the privilege to present a hand-carved piece of jewelry to you from Cameo. It's from the Sardonyx shell, which makes it is the finest and most distinctive cameo. Let's talk about the cherub, because it is all about that chubby little angel. I collect cherubs. They are symbolic angelic figures. And the reason why I collect them is I have 2 boys. I call my boys angels. They are my angels. My ex-husband and I, and we're still very close friends, we have collected angels and cherubs ever since the boys were born. My oldest is 21. I have a collection of cherubs like no other. So when I was given the opportunity to pick out whatever cameo I wanted, and I remember my grandma always wore a cameo, and it was a portrait of a woman. But when I was given my choice, I said, I have to do an cherub. I have to do an angel. And when you think about this, and you think about the angels in your life, think about the angel that sits over your shoulder, the person you love so much who's no longer here. Think about the cherub or the angels that you gave birth to. Think about the people in your life who have been there for you, the symbolism of the cherub. The symbolism, it takes days to carve, to hand carve each of the shells to get the beautiful white from the brown shell. Think about all of that natural white zircon. Hand cut. Zircon is the closest natural gemstone to a diamond. It comes from God's earth. And then I gave you the antiquity of that black rhodium plated chain.
It looks like an estate piece.
It absolutely
looks like something
does.
that you would see in an heirloom catalog or something that was passed down from a previous generation. This is so captivating. I think you're gonna love owning this. I think you're gonna love wearing it. And with the wonderful symbolism, you're also gonna love sharing the story of the cherub. It's also a wonderful gift idea. If someone's been an angel to you, if someone has been an angel in your life on this planet, I don't think anything could speak better than the cherub itself and that wonderful cameo necklace. So thank you so much for tuning in. We are streaming live on Facebook. I've got a few more shout outs coming up, but everyone is asking about this ring. I know it's kind of hard not to notice this ring. This ring kind of steals